Aloha kako, and welcome to the 2021 HSBA annual meeting. I would like to acknowledge the participation of Chief Justice Mark Rechtenwald, our honored award recipients and retiring judges, their family and friends, and the HSBA leadership. It is a pleasure to recognize and thank all those who helped make this virtual bar convention possible. The HSBA sections, our members and other presenters for offering outstanding CLE programs, and our participating sponsors. A special mahalo goes out to our diamond sponsor, Clio, our gold sponsor, Mercer, our silver sponsors, eBazanti Technologies, PEMEC, On Discovery, LawPay, PSH Insurance, Smart Start, and our bronze sponsor, Crown Discovery. Please contact our sponsors to see and learn about how their terrific products and services can help your business. A round of applause goes out to HSBA Executive Director, Pat Shimizu, Director of Programs, Brian Simon, and the rest of our staff for putting together this year's virtual bar convention. Before we start our official program, I'd like to take a moment to honor our fellow bar members who passed away since our last bar convention with a moment of silence. Thank you. I now call to order the 2021 annual meeting of the Hawaii State Bar Association, Senior Counsels Division, and Young Lawyers Division. It appears that we have a quorum of 75 members for the HSBA, 25 for the SCD, and 25 for the YLD. So let's proceed. First, mahalo to the 2021 HSBA board members for their service this past year. Our officers, President-elect Shannon Sheldon, Vice President Rhonda Griswold, Treasurer Alika Piper, Secretary Russ Awakuni. Our neighbor island directors are from East Hawaii, Geraldine Hasegawa, West Hawaii, Carol Kitaoka, Kauai, Craig DeCosta, and Maui, Jacob Lowenthal. Our Oahu directors are Tristan Andrus, Stephen Chow, Vladimir Devins, Jessica Domingo, William Harrison, Kristen Izumi Nitao, Aaron Kobayashi, Mark Murakami, Paul Nasso, Ralph O'Neill, Zale Okazaki, and our YLD president, Christopher St. Shore. Thank you to our treasurer, Alika Piper, for her hard work this year. You can download the financial report from the chat box for a summary of HSBA's financial soundness. The minutes of the HSBA board meetings may be found on the HSBA website if you desire further information on our board's actions. That's at www.hsba.org. We continue to face many challenges due to COVID, but all of you have met these challenges head on, adapting to new procedures, rules, and technology so that we may continue to unite and inspire Hawaii's lawyers and promote justice, serve the public, and improve the legal profession. We helped the judiciary secure their operating and CIP budgets, raise more than $82,000 for the Hawaii Food Bank and its affiliates. We selected the 13th HSBA Leadership Institute class and formed the HSBA Standing Committee on Wellbeing, as recommended by our Supreme Court's Wellbeing Task Force. Congratulations to Summer Kayave for being the first chair of this committee. This committee will be more important than ever, and I look forward to the work they do, and I hope that you will join me in participating in their programs. Unfortunately, under these circumstances, we are refraining from large gatherings, and as such, we are not having an annual fundraiser dinner this year. I encourage you, however, to donate to the Hawaii State Bar Foundation to support the bar in its many programs and activities. We would now like to honor our judges that have retired this year and thank them for their distinguished service on the bench. The Honorable Derek Chan, Associate Judge of the Intermediate Court of Appeals, served 3 years at the ICA and 17 years at the Circuit Court. The Honorable Rhonda Liu, Circuit Court of the Second Circuit, served 10 years at the Circuit Court and 14 years at the District Court. The Honorable Margaret Masunaga of the District Court of the Third Circuit served 6 years on our bench. The Honorable Edwin Nasino, Circuit Court of the First Circuit, served 10 years on the bench. The Honorable Bori Uwale of the Family Court of the First Circuit dedicated 28 years at the Family Court. The Honorable Michael Tanigawa, the District Court of the First Circuit, served 10 years on our bench. Thank you to these retired judges and to all of our sitting judges for their service on the bench and to the people of Hawaii. And now, it is our pleasure to present the annual HSBA Awards to some very extraordinary people and to honor those who do justice to the legal profession and the community at large. I will ask the HSBA Awards Committee, co-chairs Kristen Izumi Nitao and Craig DaCosta, to announce this year's award recipients.
The awards committee is tasked with reviewing nominations for various Hawaii State Bar Association awards and making recommendations with respect to the recipients of these awards to HSBA's Board of Directors. Craig and I would like to recognize and thank Mark Murakami, Zale Okazaki, Shannon Sheldon, and Jessica Domingo, who served on the committee and assisted us with the process. In addition to the President's Award, there are 7 awards that HSBA can give. Of these, 3 awards are given each year. It is our honor and privilege to announce that this year, the HSBA will be giving the Golden Gavel, the Champion for Social Justice, and the Malama Hawaii Awards.
The Golden Gavel Award recognizes an attorney or non-attorney for outstanding service to the state or federal judiciary in Hawaii. Gerald Sakia was nominated and selected for his 28 years of outstanding service on the Commission on Judicial Conduct. In that time, Mr. Sakia has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the fair and efficient administration of justice. Mr. Sakia's work on the commission, more than 25 years of which was as chair, will have long-lasting effects in our community by improving the justice system in Hawaii. During his time on the commission, Mr. Sakia established himself as the preeminent authority in Hawaii on judicial conduct and ethics. Mr. Sakia has been an exceptional leader with a well-deserved reputation for having the utmost integrity and unmatched professionalism. Mr. Sakia is described by his nominators as the consummate professional and gentleman, always humble, courteous, and respectful of all opinions voiced. Mr. Sakia's work on the commission provided valuable insight to judges relating to ethical concerns, and his expertise and guidance have been essential in the judiciary's ability to administer justice in an impartial, efficient, and accessible manner in accordance with the law.
The Champion for Social Justice Award was established in 2010 and recognizes an attorney for courageous legal work in the face of public controversy that helps promote the interests of justice and preserves the integrity of the judiciary. Carrie Shirota has been a prolific champion in the social impact space and has been a long-time champion for social, economic, and racial justice. She has been an unabashedly vocal advocate on how mass incarceration and our punitive criminal legal system has been harming individuals and communities for generations. She has devoted endless hours educating around the need to shift the state's spending priorities away from criminalization and incarceration towards rehabilitation, education, health, and human resources. Her steadfast challenge to systemic abuses of power received national attention, where she was awarded the prestigious Soros Justice Fellowship from the Open Society Foundation. Her nominators describe Ms. Shirota as fierce, yet incredibly humble, and has been one of the most pivotal leaders in bringing transformational change to the face of justice in Hawaii. Whether teaching in prisons, facilitating resources for families, or building community coalitions, justice is rooted in the fabric of who she is, and the ripple effects are indisputable. Today, we are honored to recognize Carrie Shirota for this award.
The Malama Hawaii Award recognizes an attorney for outstanding and effective non-legal community service activities to make a difference and improve the quality of life in Hawaii. Elliot Buzz Loden was selected based on serving on numerous boards of directors and championing projects which embody the spirit of our Bar Association and the Malama Hawaii Award. Recent examples include helping solidify funding for the Lava Kua Charitable Trust. Lava Kua recruits at-risk and low-income children to join martial arts clubs to build confidence, coordination, structure, and discipline. Buzz has also helped with fundraising for the Medical Legal Partnership for Children in Hawaii. MLPC is a unique initiative between lawyers, law students, doctors, and medical assistants at Kokua Kalihi Valley Community Health Center, where over 500 low-income families have been provided with direct legal assistance while children wait for their medical checkups. Finally, Buzz has been a key and sustained supporter of our law school's Ulu Lehua Scholars Program. This innovative program makes legal education accessible for members of underrepresented and legally underserved groups by admitting students who have demonstrated leadership and a commitment to social justice, and whose academic records evince the persistence, dedication, and intellectual ability needed to succeed in law school. Within the last 2 years, Buzz's efforts in advocating for financial assistance for the Lehua program has been instrumental in ensuring a pipeline of lawyers into our profession that represent the diversity of our community. His nominators describe Buzz as meeting all definitions of the word Malama: to care for, to tend, to preserve, and to serve.
We do have another HSBA award to present. The HSBA President's Award recognizes individuals or entities for extraordinary contributions and lifetime achievement that best exemplify the mission statement of the Hawaii State Bar Association: to unite and inspire Hawaii's lawyers to promote justice, serve the public, and improve the legal profession. It gives me great honor to recognize 3 individuals who are instrumental in developing and implementing Hawaii State Bar Association's very successful Leadership Institute program. Retired Judge Ricky Mayamano, Mr. Robbie Alm, and Ms. Jill Hasegawa. This program is in its 13th year and produced outstanding leaders in the legal community as well as the community at large, including next year's bar president, Ms. Shannon Sheldon. Judge Amano was instrumental in facilitating the strategic planning meeting in 2007 that began the process to develop the Leadership Institute and continues guiding each class through the program. Ms. Judge Amano.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Robbie Alm is here to represent all of the speakers we had over the past 13 years. This program would not be as successful if not for the caliber of guest speakers who give their time to support this program and nurture the future leaders of our Bar Association. Mr. Robbie Alm. Thank you, Robbie. And finally, Ms. Jill Hasegawa provides continuity of programming through her involvement on the advisory committee and providing valuable support in organizing our seminars. Ms. Jill Hasegawa. Thank you, Jill. Please join me in giving a round of applause to our award recipients.
Robbie, Jill, and I are humbled to accept the President's Award on behalf of the HSBA Leadership Institute and the village that has supported it for 13 years. Our executive directors, Pat Maoshimizu, Lynn Flanagan, their staff, our advisory council, facilitators, lawyer and judge presenters, and our committed fellows constitute that village that is responsible for the Leadership Institute's growth and maturation. By creating and supporting the Leadership Institute, the village took hold of its own future, ensuring consistent, high-quality leadership that helps us further our mission to unite and inspire us, Hawaii's lawyers, to promote justice, serve the public, and improve the legal profession. Mahalo to President Ho'okano for recognizing the Leadership Institute and the village that makes it all possible.
I would now like to call upon retired Judge Leslie Hayashi to say a few words about the Hawaii State Bar Foundation and how it helped the National Judicial College.
I'm Leslie Hayashi. I'm a retired judge in the state of Hawaii, and I'm now on the Board of Trustees of the National Judicial College. We are the only educational institution that trains judges. I mean, not only the substantive things like evidence and so on, but the skills that you need to be a good judge. The reason why we got this grant, and we're so grateful for the grant that we got from the Hawaii State Bar Foundation, was to put on a program that dealt with the Japanese incarceration during World War II in Hawaii, because it is a moment that justice failed. In addition to the program for the judges, we did a town hall meeting for the public and do a reenactment of the Fred Korematsu story, which is a gentleman who refused to go to the incarceration camps. And then he was convicted, and then he was vilified. And eventually, he was able to write this whole thing. And the judge said, yes, all of what happened to you was wrong. And at this time, her courtroom was filled with so many other people who had been interned and incarcerated. There was just weeping through the courtroom to know that, yes, what had happened was wrong. Justice had failed them, but now people were recognizing it and trying to make amends. I know we got a lot of comments after we had done the Move Me Hawaii program that people said, you know, my father never spoke about this. And when he finally did, tears were rolling down his eyes, and we were just thrilled to be able to start a conversation. Given even all the racial injustice that's happening across the country and the world, this is how the healing starts, by having these kinds of conversations, by judges being out there in the community, by judges learning about the history of this kind of thing. So it's just incredibly invaluable to have this grant as a way to provide a program that provides a resource for so many people and impacts the lives of so many people.
Thank you, Judge Hayashi, for that very important message about the Hawaii State Bar Foundation. And now for the election results of the 2022 HSBA Board. Here are your officers and directors for next year. President, Shannon Sheldon. President-elect, Rhonda Griswold. Vice President, Jesse Suki. Treasurer, Alika Piper. And Secretary, Lansin Kupau. From our neighbor islands, Kauai Director, Mbiko Myers. West Hawaii Director, Carol Kitaoka. East Hawaii Director, Geraldine Hasegawa. Maui Director, Jacob Lowenthal. Our Oahu directors are Jocelyn Chong, Stephen Chow, Vladimir Devens, Jessica Domingo, William Harrison, Kristen Izumi Tao, Erin Kobayashi, Mark K. Murakami. Paul Naso, Zale Okazaki, and Mark Valencia. Also joining the board is Young Lawyers Division President, Jasmine Wong. And while not on the HSBA board, I'd like to also announce the election results for the HSBA ABA delegate, the Honorable Leslie A. Hayashi, who has been re-elected. The Senior Counsel Division and Young Lawyers Division also held their board election results. Here is the Senior Counsel Division President, Carol Richelieu, to announce the 2022 SCD board members.
Aloha. I would now like to announce the results of the election for the 2022 Senior Counsel Division Board. But first, mahalo nui loa to the 2021 SCD Board for their service this year and for providing incredible monthly coffee hours to HSBA members. Here are the 2022 Senior Counsel Division Board members. 2022 Senior Counsel Division President, Gilbert Doles. Vice President, President-elect Charles Crumpton. Secretary, Scott Makuakane. Treasurer, Michael Lilly. Oahu Directors, Ian Sanderson, Kenneth K.P. Wong, and Michael J.Y. Wong. And our Neighbor Island Directors, Jonathan J. Chun from Kauai, Charlene Iboshi from the Big Island, and David Ratz from Maui. Continuing on the Senior Counsel Division Board will be Oahu Directors, Michelle Khan, Rosemary Fazio, and Gregory Louis Kwan. Now, I will turn over the program to Christopher St. Sure.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chris St. Sure, the current YLD president. I am honored to be here today to announce the election results and the award recipients. Before I do that, I want to take the time to thank the 2021 YLD board members for all of their hard work this past year. I also wanted to thank everyone who has volunteered their time for one of our wonderful programs. Even in light of all that is going on, the YLD was able to coordinate the first ever virtual high school mock trial competition, put on our weekly legal hotline for our community, Law Week, and put on a wellness month. Although I won't be on the board next year, I'm looking forward to what our next board of directors will do. With that, I would now like to introduce you to the 2022 Young Lawyers Division Board of Directors. Beginning with the officers. 2022 YLD President, Jasmine Wong. Vice President and President-elect, Lisa Yang. Treasurer, Kelsey Nagata. Secretary, Nalissa Asato. And now for our Oahu directors, Mallory Martin, Matthew Wire, Chad Au, Lanson Liu, Kevin Morris, Eleda Osana. Our West Hawaii Director, Asia Howe. East Hawaii Director, Sean Yamada. Maui Director, Jill Uehara. Kauai Director, Renee Arndt. Congratulations to you all. We look forward to what you will do next year. And now, I'm proud to give out our 2 annual awards, the Justice Award and the Liberty Bell Award. The Justice Award recognizes an HSBA member for outstanding service to the community through extensive pro bono work, support of legal activities beneficial to society, and encouragement of public education on legal issues. I'm deeply honored to announce this year's award recipient is Aurora Jacqueline Mena. Jackie currently works at Oliveros Law. She is a former 2020 HSBA Leadership Institute Fellow and has served as Vice President of the Hawaii County Bar Association. Quite simply, her involvement in the community is so extensive, I cannot possibly do her justice in the time that I've been afforded today. I will attempt to highlight her outstanding service. Jackie was a founding member on what has now become the Third Circuit's Forms Committee. COVID highlighted many things, and one of them was the severe deficiency in the Third Circuit's online court forms, specifically in the family court. With entry restrictions to the courthouse impacting public access, it became more important than ever to have updated forms online for our community. In addition, after volunteering at the Hilo Self-Help Center one day, Jackie assisted a woman who did not know how to fill out her divorce decree. The problem was the form required her to identify husband as either plaintiff or defendant. Similarly, wife had to be either plaintiff or defendant, but this woman was in a same-sex marriage. Jackie took it upon herself to draft a gender-neutral divorce decree, which she formatted as a fillable PDF and shared with the Hilo Self-Help Center. Jackie, on behalf of the YLD, thank you so much for all of your hard work and time. And now the second award I'm happy to announce is the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell Award recognizes a non-lawyer who has made significant efforts to promote and foster a better understanding, appreciation, and respect of government, legal system, and the role of law in our society. Again, I'm deeply honored to announce this year's Liberty Bell recipient is Kenneth Go. Kenneth is a law student at the William S. Richardson School of Law, class of 2022. He is the current editor-in-chief of the Law Review. Kenneth was born and raised on Oahu, a graduate of Damien Memorial High School, and later earned his bachelor's degree at University of Hawaii. Kenneth is the founding author of the Raise Your Hand column, which runs on the first Sunday monthly in the Star Advertiser's Insight section, and has worked on this column since its inception in March of 2016. Raise Your Hand is a monthly editorial column written by high school students and their peers. Its purpose is to provide a platform for our future leaders on important social issues and political issues facing our community. Since its inception, there have been over 50 articles published. Kenneth, thank you so much for all of your hard work, giving the youth a voice.
Congratulations to the recipients of the Liberty Bell Award and Justice Award, and to all the newly elected officers and directors. Thank you to everyone for your volunteer service to the bar. At this time, I'd like to ask Chief Justice Mark Rechtenwald to administer the oath of office to the 2022 HSBA President, Shannon Sheldon, Senior Counsel Division President, Gilbert Doles, and Young Lawyers Division President, Jasmine Wong.
All right, Shannon, if you would please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Shannon Sheldon, do solemnly swear
I, Shannon Sheldon, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and diligently discharge my duties
that I will faithfully and diligently discharge my duties
as President of the Hawaii State Bar Association,
as President of the Hawaii State Bar Association,
and that I will, to the best of my ability,
and I will, to the best of my ability,
work for the betterment of the profession,
work for the betterment of the profession,
the development of the law,
the development of the law,
and the continuing professional education of attorneys
and the continuing professional education of the attorneys
for the benefit of their clients
for the benefit of their clients
and those in the community
and those in the community
who are not able to help themselves.
who are not able to help themselves.
Congratulations, President Sheldon.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you very much.
You'll please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Gilbert Doles, do solemnly swear
I, Gilbert Doles, do solemnly swear
to uphold the ideals and mission
to uphold the ideals and mission
of the Senior Counsel Division
of the Senior Counsel Division
of the Hawaii State Bar Association.
of the Hawaii State Bar Association.
I pledge to lead my fellow senior lawyers
I pledge to lead my fellow senior lawyers
in the division's ongoing efforts
in the division's ongoing efforts
to provide assistance to the members of this community
to provide assistance to the members of this community
who are not able to help themselves.
who are not able to help themselves.
I further pledge
I further pledge
to strive for the betterment of the profession
to strive for the betterment of the profession
by working to provide programs
by working to provide programs
which will benefit all members of the bar.
which will benefit all members of the bar.
Congratulations, President Doles, and thank you for your willingness to serve.
Thank you, CJ. I'm looking forward to it.
Jasmine, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jasmine Wong, do solemnly swear
I, Jasmine Wong, do solemnly swear
to uphold the ideals and mission
to uphold the ideals and mission
of the Young Lawyers Division
of the Young Lawyers Division
of the Hawaii State Bar Association.
of the Hawaii State Bar Association.
I pledge to lead my fellow young lawyers
I pledge to lead my fellow young lawyers
in the division's ongoing efforts
in the division's ongoing efforts
to provide assistance to the members of this community
to provide assistance to the members of this community
who are not able to help themselves.
who are not able to help themselves.
I further pledge to strive
I further pledge to strive
for the betterment of the profession
for the betterment of the profession
by working to provide programs
by working to provide programs
which will benefit all members of the bar.
which will benefit all members of the bar.
Congratulations, President Wong. Thank you so much for your willingness to serve.
Thanks, CJ. Looking forward to a good year.
Thank you, Chief Justice Rechtenwald. Shannon, Gil, Jasmine, and all of the 2022 officers and directors, I wish you all the best to have a successful year next year. There's no turning back now. Every challenge is an opportunity, and I know that you use those opportunities to improve the legal profession. Before we close our program today, I would like to thank again our valued sponsors. We appreciate their support of our annual bar convention and encourage all of you HSBA members to take advantage of their products and services that our sponsors provide. Also, a big mahalo to Leanne Choi and her team at Pacific Rim Concepts for making our virtual bar convention a reality and a success. Finally, I also appreciate all of you, our members, for everything you do for your clients, for the public, and the profession, and wish you all a fantastic rest of the year. This concludes the business segment of the 2021 annual meeting of the HSBA. Mahalo and stay safe. This meeting is adjourned.